Hi, my name is Jaquel, and this is my first video. Well, about, okay, so last week on Friday, I completed my last 6 month, my last requirement to to be able to be approved for lap band. So I'm waiting for that to come through, and I'm hoping that everything goes well. Because if it doesn't, I think I'm going to die. No, literally, I'm not. I understand. I was talking with my nutritionist that everything is going to actually be a life change, and I personally have to have a life change. So this week, I haven't been like wilding out with my food, but I've been eating stuff that I'm like, oh my gosh, if I don't get this out of me, then I know. Like I just had occasional craving for pizza. So that's just one of those things, and I'm just ready to start a new chapter in my life. I'm 32 years old. I've been fat, shoot, that since I can remember, basically like all my, not all my life. I didn't come out the womb fat. So actually from about, hmm, probably about from 10 all the way on, my weight fluctuated. About a few years back, I did Atkins, and that works. And I lost 85 pounds in 3 months, and I was like, oh my gosh. But excuse me, what happens is you end up gaining it back because you have to live that lifestyle. It is a really quick fix, and it's beautiful, but no carbs. It's a beautiful way to lose weight. However, it just slowly came on, and when it came back on, it came on like a lot. So about 4 years ago, I moved here to Dallas, and I was at 395. And so I got down to my smallest that I've been since being in Dallas was 287. But now I'm like creeping up. I'm at 350, about 350. Only because I had life changes. So talking and dealing with, oh goodness, and talking and dealing with other people and dealing with things, I was able to understand what my triggers were, and I was, some all that good stuff. So I'm happy. People know, nobody knows, but no, everybody knows, like, not everybody. Certain people know. My mother doesn't know, so I'm not in the mood to tell her because I really don't want to hear her criticism. And I know I'm grown, right? Um, so really that's where that's at. So hopefully that I get pre-approved and everything is good. I talked to the lady at BCBS, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and she said usually the approval date is about 7 days. However, I called my doctor's office and they hadn't sent in the paperwork because they're waiting for the doctor to write his predetermination letter. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I hope everything goes well with that. So I've been saving up for that, and really hoping and banking on that. So I really hope. Another reason why I want to have lap band is because I've also been diagnosed with PCOS. Pretty much I have too much weight on my body for my frame. And I was able to have cycles. I know this is TMI. I was able to have cycles up until my mid 20s. And then that's when my body just completely shut down. Actually, from 18, I take that back. When I was at my highest peak, I think I was really 400 pounds at one point in my life. So my highest peak, they just stopped. And then I had to get on birth control pills, and then that was making them come regularly. Of course, I wouldn't get pregnant, and then I ended up getting married and just, other stuff. And now I'm divorced, but, he wanted to have kids, and that really wasn't working. And it was really moot points in me trying out for kids because if I stopped the birth control, then I wouldn't have any cycles. And of course, birth control, really, the whole purpose of it does hinder. I can't even think. It does hinder It does hinder you from getting pregnant, but then also you have to wait for the products to get out of your system, and then I would have to see if my cycles came regularly on their own, well, which they did not. So then I ended up having to retake the birth control pills. That's not the reason why I got divorced, but and so that's really what that is. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, and I pray and I hope, and I'm like, God, I know you're not gonna take me this far and then tell me no. But another alternative is I have to do the process 6 months again. and rechange my eating style. Just that kind of stuff. Yeah, because I had made the executive decision in February to go ahead and get this done. It's not that I couldn't do it on my own. It just was hard keeping it off. And so if I can get a tool, which is what it is, to help me to keep it off, then I'll be great. That's all I have to say, and talk to you later.